Hey, I'm Nadine and I'm the co-founder of Throdle. And today I'm here in Treasure Island with my buddy James.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm James and this is my 1992 Mazda RX7. I've had it for about 8 months now, and when I first bought it, it had a blown engine and it was running on half a motor. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys all about it. Let's go for a ride. Well, I'm 21 years old. I've got, two jobs, one part-time, one full-time. I'm a full-time metal fabricator and then a part-time martial arts instructor.
How'd you get into cars?
So my dad actually is in the car industry. He's been working on cars and he actually built his first engine when he was 11 years old. Basically I've been working on cars with him ever since before I could walk. He'd dangle me upside down over the engine bay when he dropped something. He'd be like, hey, reach for that shiny thing.
So let's talk about this car because a lot of it you got original from Japan.
Most of the stuff you see externally was actually done by the previous owner over in Japan, from the Night Sport over fender kit on the front and rear, the Night Sport's wing and rear bumper, the very large exhaust. It's huge. I can fit my whole fist in there.
You really did?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Rims and wheels, paint job on the roof and everything like that.
Let's talk about the rear part of this car because this wing is awesome. Not only that, I think I really love this sticker.
Thank you. Yeah, so this is a Night Sports wing, and actually they stopped making this a while ago. So most of the time you're gonna be hard pressed to find something like this just because it's such a rare part. If you're able to find it, it's again one of those parts you're gonna find on the Japanese market, but even in Japan it's hard to find. So then, the previous owner went and put a Racing Works Hazard and Street Stage sticker.
So now coming around here, this is a gorgeously stanced car. So have you ever had problems nicking things as you're driving along, maybe like in car parks or something?
Yep, definitely pulling in and out of driveways. I actually have a ramp at my house to make it up and in and out of the driveway just because it won't clear our normal driveway. Going over speed bumps, any sort of bump, pothole, you name it, even like a little rise on the road from a tree or something like that, and you're risking ripping your front end off. So you got to be really careful about how you're driving and make sure that where you're driving, the ways all the routes around the speed bumps.
Kind of looks like you scraped a little bit on the side and on the front too, isn't it? When you first bought this car, there was like half an engine in it.
Yeah. So essentially when I bought the car was essentially running on half an engine because it had blown apex seals on the front rotor. The rear rotor was pushing good compression, about 85 PSI on all sides, but the front rotor had 15, 20, and 10 PSI.
Okay. So then you had to replace the engine, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about that decision that you made.
When I was going to look at the car, I thought it was a perfectly running engine, and so did the owner. But then when I got there, I ran a compression test, and sure enough, the engine was blown. So then I had to kind of weigh my options. I had to decide if I wanted to rebuild the current motor that's in there and have a little fun with some maybe street porting or bridge porting.
Yeah.
Or if I wanted to buy a new old stock Mazda motor. And then I was like, what, shoot. Let me go ahead and give Mazda a call and see if they'll still make one of these motors for me. So I called Mazda and they said, let's send word over to Mazda in Japan and see what they can do. So Mazda in Japan, they got back to me, and sure enough, they said that they would build me a brand new 13B REW engine for it. And so this engine was actually made in November of last year.
Wow, okay. And then it's exactly the way you wanted it, and pretty much priced the same as the other options, right?
Yeah, exactly. The price was very similar. If I were to go and rebuild my old engine, then it's a, couple $1,000s for parts, and then I have to go through and do the work. Depends on how bad the rotor and housings are. Then I'll probably have to replace rotor and housings, and then the porting work on top of that, then putting it all back together, and then all the time and work associated with it. It winds up being very similar cost-wise. The engine itself is way down in there. It's actually a pretty small engine. It's a 1.3 liter rotary engine. It has 2 rotors in it, and so the rotors are little triangles inside of the engine. They're kind of shaped like Dorito chips.
Boosted Dorito.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah. Then there's all kinds of bits and pieces in here that were upgraded and modified, such as the ARC airbox, the Blitz intercooler, the Blitz blow-off valve.
Okay, but you don't race this car, do you?
No, I haven't yet. I've been looking at maybe doing a few track days here and there, but most of the time when I'm going out driving my car having fun, I'm either going to car shows or I'm going out into the canyons, you know, late at night. You know, we'll go out on the back roads where there's nobody and just, you know, have fun, rip a little bit.
So where do you like to go canyon running?
All around the Bay Area, there's tons of great roads out here, anything from Highway 9 to Skyline to, you know, even some of the lesser known roads over in the East Bay. There's a lot of great roads out there. Me being a fabricator actually is a really big opportunity for me to get into the car industry, right?
Oh, really?
Because racing teams, they need you know, fabricators to make parts for them, to go to races with them and fix things that break during the races and stuff like that. So it is definitely something that I've thought about, you know, going and working for a racing team and traveling around the country with them working on cars, which would definitely be something that's really fun because working on cars is, you know, a hobby of mine. I first started looking at RX7s because of my Camaro, actually. Because it was involved in a wreck, I was like, well, you know, maybe I can't keep the body, but I want to keep the heart and soul of the car. I want to keep the drivetrain and the engine. Yeah. And so I was looking at RX7s to do an engine swap. I was going to put my V8 engine inside of a RX7 shell. And so anyways, that was actually what I was looking at doing for this car too. But then when I went out to go look at the car, I took the car for a drive and I was like, you know what, this rotary engine is so much fun. I don't think I could put a different engine in. It was so funny. I had to, when I was going through the toll, I had to like lean all the way over to pay them for the toll.
My God.
And the lady, she looked and she was, oh, you're on that side. I was like, yep.
We've had so much content today that we've had to split it up into a couple videos. So make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you get notified when we upload something new. So thanks, James, for joining us today. If people want to keep in touch with you, how can they?
Well, you can like and share this video, or you can follow me under Boosted Dorito on the Throdle app. And if you ever want to go on a canyon run with me, write Dorito in the comments below.
If you really like James and you want to follow him, his cars, and others like it, then download the Throdle app for iOS and Android today. So thanks for watching, and join us next time as Throdle's driving connections and fueling experiences.